Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great. There's a very good news from the energy sector. India commissioned its first geothermal well in Ladakh. Now, why this topic is so important? UPSC always loved to ask those topics which had connotation of two or more subjects. Why this topic is so special? First of all, energy is mentioned in GS part 3, GS paper 3. So economically, this topic is important. Now, this topic is also important in context of geography and also regarding to some of the environmental science technology part. So that's why these particular topic are extremely important in prelims and as well as mains. So what actually happened, we will discuss that in detail. First of all, why this is in news. India commissioned its first and deepest geothermal well at Pugga Valley in Ladakh. This is the first and deepest geothermal well at Pugga Valley, Ladakh, and it is situated at an extreme altitude of 14,000 feet in the Pugga Valley of eastern Ladakh. Now, this can be a prelims question. Might be they will ask you a question in statement wise. Who executed it? It is executed by ONGC Energy Center. These 1,000 meter deep well will serve as technical backbone for India's first megawatt demonstration scale geothermal power plant. अब इसमें टेक्नोलॉजी का पार्ट जो आता है उसको समझना पड़ेगा. द प्रोजेक्ट विल हार्नेस हीट नेचुरली stored beneath the earth's surface to generate reliable, first of all, so that we have continuous source of energy, reliable source of energy, round the clock renewable in electricity. And you all know that we are focusing very hard to make our economy more towards the renewable energy sources. Unlike weather dependent solar and wind power, because solar power is depending a lot on sunlight and wind power on the speed of wind, this particular technology, energy, that is geothermal energy, is through the earth surface and stored beneath the earth surface. So it's having a more reliability and round the clock availability. Now, what is the temperature? A maximum temperature of 135 degrees centigrade has been recorded at a depth of 400 meter. If we talk about the Pugga Valley little bit, it is renowned for its scenic landscape and geothermal activity. Valley is particularly known for its natural hot sulfur spring. That's why these topics are very important, because in one particular segment they can ask multiple questions. So Pugga Valley ke upar question they can ask. They can ask question, who is commissioning this? This is by ONGC. What is the target? So that's why this particular topic is extremely important. Now, in context of geographical part, they can ask you what is geothermal energy. So geothermal energy is heat derived from earth interior and can be used to generate electricity, provide direct heating, heat to heat or cold buildings. It is considered renewable, obviously, because it is earth's internal heat and it is continuously replenished by residual heat and natural decay of radioactive elements. So it is round the clock available, and you need not to worry about the temperature changes or other factors. Not temperature changes, but depending on other factors like continuous availability of sun rays or solar rays, or what we can say continuous availability of wind flowing. We don't need that. So deep reservoir, underground hot water or steam is accessed by drilling well for electricity generation or direct heating. Now, hot spring and relatively shallow hydrothermal reservoir are mainly found in geologically active region and may be easier to access. Apart from that, the ground at shallow depth maintain a relatively stable temperature and can be used for geothermal heat pump for heating and cooling. These are the topics that can be asked in geographical part also. Now, if we talk about the economic part, they can ask you a question, what is the National Policy on Geothermal Energy 2025? The aim is to promote the exploration and development of India's untapped geothermal resources. So we need to continuously explore and develop India's untapped geothermal resources. And who is implementing it? It is implemented by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy as a nodal ministry for implementing the policy. Before moving ahead, friends, there's a good news for you all. We had launched our foundation batch offline in English medium started from 17th of August. It is an offline center located at Karol Bagh, Delhi. So to know further details what all is included in this foundation batch, you can scan this QR or you can check the website or call on registered number, and I hope that you will get a good insight by enrolling into it. Moving ahead. Now, what is the geothermal potential of India? Global geothermal power generation capacity reached to 15.4 gigawatt by the end of 2025, led by United States. Now, this is again a kind of question that they can ask. Who is leading the geothermal energy? So, globally, it is around 15.4 gigawatt by the end of 2024, leading by US, followed by Indonesia and Philippines. India has identified now 381 hot springs with temperature approx 35 degrees centigrade to 89 degrees centigrade. And India's geothermal power potential is estimated to be around 10,600 megawatt. These things you can write in your answer writing also. Now, India's first national policy on geothermal energy that I had mentioned, started by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Objective is simple. We want to get net zero by 2070, and for that we need a renewable energy mix. It can't be achieved only with a single form of energy. We need a kind of diversification and mix through solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal energy. So under the Renewable Energy Research and Technology Development Program, financial and fiscal support is given. 100% financial support for government and non-profit research institution. 70% support for private sector entity, including startup and manufacturing units. Also, they want to support Himalayan and Northeast region with clean heating and power. So the focus is to encourage industrial decarbonization and reusing existing infrastructure through promoting circular economy as well. So India is strengthening its position as a global renewable innovation along with Germany and Iceland. Now, what is the benefit of this particular project? Obviously, it is renewable, so we are not doing any kind of carbon emission, and it is natural heat recharge. Continuous supply 24/7, and it is unaffected by weather condition. Small land footprint. We don't need a big lands to install the plants like that in comparison to coal, solar, or wind. We need a very less land. Water consumption is very less here. Then it has multiple application for greenhouse farming, industrial heating, hot water supply, and it also improves our energy security and reduce our dependency on imported fossil fuel. But the challenges are again very important. High initial cost for drilling, exploration, and plant construction. We also need to be a location specific resource because geothermal reservoirs जहां पर होंगे वहीं तो कर पाएंगे. Then exploration risk. Suppose drilling में fail to find sufficient heat or stream, तो financially risky भी हो सकता है. Then deep drilling and fluid injection can lead to small earthquakes. Environmental concern भी हो सकता है because it may contain hydrogen sulfide, arsenic, boron, which requires safe disposal. With time, if we are over extracting it, it led to resource depletion, that is overutilization of resources. Then we also know that all these things require a lot of technology. So technical challenges may persist. And finally, the investment need to be continuous and along with proper monitoring and reviewing. So if there is any kind of problem happened in regarding to investment or regarding to policy default, then in that case, whole effort will go in vain. So these are the disadvantages. Friends, a very good program for you all, that is UPSC CSC 2027 Parivartan Mentorship Program. For UPSC exam, mentorship is quite essential, and that's why we have prelims test around 78 prelims tests with 4,000 plus questions. There are sectional GS and full length test. There are sectional CSAT and full length test. Current affairs full length test also. We have mains test also, sectional 36, essay sectional 9. So total mains test will be 69 and subjective questions 650 plus. It's a 13-month guided journey for your overall preparation. So you can take maximum benefit from it. So that's it from my side. I hope you get a good insight regarding to this geothermal energy. And if you really like this video, mention in the comment and do share and subscribe our channel. Thank you and take care.